95 people already. Holy cow, I'm late. Drop some hearts in there. Bam, 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 bam. And some smiles, and some hearts, and some 100%. Dropping everything. What up? You know where we're at, right? I didn't feel like having coffee, but I felt like having some air conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Alright, that's a little better. I can sit up straight. I feel so far back, but this is like this is kind of teetering on the brink of disaster, my gimbal here. Alright, let me do a little justifying. Alright, that's pretty good. I didn't know these things had outlets. I wonder if they work. Just stick my finger in them. Alright, what do we got? 122 people on already. That is freaking awesome. Venus says, hey Blue Eyes, how you doing? That's a great way to kick it off. Bubbles from Chicago. Chris Nat and Frank. Pony Boy. Janice Stewart for the Joy of Vegas. John E. Sylvia, Great Dane Mom, Sony, Amy, Diane O, Mary, Tam V, Francis, Boston Bob, Carolyn, Mark T, Kyle, Mark 1, Angie, Jennifer Shell, OU 812, what's happening? Who else is here? Tom Mack. Alright, we'll get to everyone. Jacob, I think I said Amy, but Amy, you get the 2 for today. Cleveland, alright, let me scroll to the bottom now. Bam! Alan's in the house. Mike K, Tom Wars, Gail, Maria, Enrique, BSKY, Lee. Alright, everyone is stacking up. What do we got? No, we're up to 168 people. That's a great way to kick off. I wonder if I can straddle this thing. Let me see. No. That wouldn't be appropriate. It's a little on the wide side. Alright, let me put that down. You can see all the people. I'm over here at the Forum Shop. I sucked in some of their AC. It's hot out today. It's not, it hasn't hit 100, and it did hit 100 yesterday. It was 101, barely hit 100. According to my thermometer, I mean, the town will probably tell you it was like 78 or something. But when I just got out of the car, it was 97.3, so it's pretty warm. And it's sunny. Trish is in the house. Alright, so we'll do a little walking around. We'll do a little hanging out. Do a little people watching. Plenty of people watching. Inside the, there she is. Inside the casino, which I was going to start in Caesars. We haven't been there in a while. There they are. You can say hello. They are cranking the music. They're cranking the music in here too for some reason. I don't know. When the town, it's a principle here. I don't know why, but when the town is quiet, they raise the music. Does that make sense? Does that attract people or something? Someone in Tupelo's like, I hear music at Caesars. I'm on my way. Alright. I put the extra, what do you call that? I'm at a loss for words today. Imagine that. Liquid IV. There's extra liquid IV in there. So we survive together. Oh, I see a super chat. Let me see what that was. Amy with the 20 banana rounds, kicking off the super chat. Happy Monday evening to everyone. Thanks for you are very welcome, and thank you. Right, so let's see who else is here. I said Trisha Laren's here. Only you can be you. I like doing that for you. Okay. Let me drop my hearts out of the way. Okay, now I can see everything. Bert. All right. Let me say something like, how does it go? You guys probably have it memorized already. Can you do it as good as I can? Let me see. All right. On the count of 3, let's do it. 1, 2. You gotta look this way first. 1, 2. It's like a wind up. 3, Bror Fredrik coming at you live from the Las Vegas Strip here at the Forum Shop. We're going to do a little walking around, we're going to do a little talking, we'll do a little exploring. I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least, thank you, man, it's 5 times a week, sometimes 6. Sunday is shorts day. Did you check out my shorts? I put a bunch of stuff in my shorts yesterday. I think I did 3. But they weren't as popular as the last shorts that I put. So everyone wasn't as interested in my shorts. But I did put 3 things in my shorts. So that Sunday is my shorts day. So you guys checked it out, and I do appreciate it. And that keeps YT off my back for an entire week. Because if I don't do that, they throttle me the rest of the time. Shout out Chicago. Shout out. What else is there? Oh, don't mean to get all up in your grill. Colorado, what up? Yeah. And I'm going to invite you again to hit that bell button to get notified when I go live. Tomorrow, I do have a oral surgeon appointment at 9 something, so I think I'm going to go live somewhere between, like, I don't know, 1 and 3. We're going to do an afternoon one. I might pick a spot for us to chill out. Might be a local spot, but hit the bell button. And being that Father's Day is coming up, you know what to do. You can click on all them links down there. I got everything from actual shorts for the fellas to the T.J. Hanley. So look at that. You got to shine when you do the T.J. Hanley. 30% off. Get yourself an Olay. Get yourself stuffs. You know how to take care of me. But more important than that, take care of the men in your life. Don't get them something goofy. You know what I'm saying? All right, people. It's like a highly trafficked area over here. What are we doing? Thank you, Angie. It's gonna be, it should be a quick one tomorrow. Another little cut and maybe like 3 or 4 stitches, and I'll be in and out of there quickly, I hope. Jay Dizzle, what's going on? You digging all the different places we going? I'm having fun too, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we did lunch, we did breakfast, and I am gonna do some recon on Ellis Island to see if I could even stream in there, you know, if there's a connection, that's kind of a given. B, if there's any music. And I do have 2 or 3 places I scoped out over the weekend that we could sit and chill, have breakfast, hang out, maybe have lunch, walk around still, because I like to do both, you know? I don't like to just sit and do nothing. Which hotel is hiring? Well, if you're a hot chick with a great bod, you can go and they're doing auditions for champagne and pool girls right now, but the rest of them, I don't know if they're hiring. But every one of them has a website. But from what I see, a lot of them are hiring like tech positions and stuff and security. I don't see anything else but that right now. Rachel's Adventures, Francis, Marie Bella, Danny Burke. The shorts are good. They didn't get the traffic that the Circus ones got. Evidently, Circus is a more popular subject than, what did I do? I did Excalibur, I did 2 at Excalibur, and I did part of the breakfast that we had over at Ocean Ones. I thought that would go to like, you know, 1 million views and make like $3 or $4 for me, but it barely moved. It's like 400 views on that, which I was very surprised, but for some reason, they never stuck it in the shorts feed. All the views are coming from like subscribers. There's no rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. Hello, doggy. But it is what it is. But as long as I appease them, I should be happy. I don't know. You know, you go on, like they, Jacob, they all have a website. Just go on, like scroll to the bottom, Caroline, and go to careers. I don't know exactly who's hiring. But, you know, you never know. They might have some work coming up, being that F1 is coming up. I wanted to walk in that direction today, and we might have to mute here and there when we walk past Bellagio. But right past Bellagio, they tore the shit out of the street. I mean, down to like the granite, supposedly. And they were announcing today, they're like, hey, locals, because they're not, you know, they don't care what, you know, you guys mostly don't drive. But for me, they're like, hey, locals, we'll only have to repave by how we're judging it every 6 years for F1, and it's a 10-year contract. I highly doubt that, because they're laying down like 2 inches of, it's a more granular asphalt than they usually use. It's tighter, which is not really that great a thing, because over the time, stage doors, irons, and bouncers, there you go. It's just gonna rut. You got buses and everything else. It's gonna rut, I mean, we've all seen it. They're not bullshitting us. We've all had streets paved around our houses. We all see what happens. They cover it up. It looks good for a month or two, and then all the potholes come back and the cracks and whatnot. They might have to do a little resurfacing, but I'm anticipating they'll probably have to close the strip like every 2 to 3 years, But they don't want to say it. And I probably shouldn't say anything because they might send someone after me, but the company that's doing that, A, it's a no-bid contract. 2, they didn't even drop a price. They're just like, whatever it is, we'll bill you. And the city went for it, So they're just going to sit and whatever. You think they want it to last 6 years? I don't think so. They want to be back in action. Venus with the 10 Bananaramas. Thank you very much. And, yes, Super Chat is a grease that keeps the live streams rolling, and I do appreciate it. Where am I at? You're going to be singing at the Venetian fountains in about 30 minutes. You're going to be singing at the Venetian fountains. Billy Joe W. I'm at, where the hell am I? I'm at the Forum Shops right now. Maybe I'll swing by that way. You're going to be singing down there. Do you do the boats? Oh, so, is that you? I'd like to dig that in person. Jay Dizzle, yeah, every 6 years is totally wishful thinking. You can't even do your own driveway every 6 years. You got to pressure wash it like once a year. So they're making it feel good. The other there's a couple announcements today, and we'll get outside in a minute. I'm just not looking forward to being out in the heat quite yet. But there's news. What is the other thing I heard? The A's stadium has been downgraded from most likely to maybe. I told you there's no signed contract. Even if there was, they'd have to pay a small penalty to get out of breaking the contract. The lawyers would be like, all right, $300K for wasting our time, yada, yada, yada. So it's been downgraded to a maybe situation. So they're not even like completely sold on the idea that they're going to be down by the Trop, even though they gave all their employees notice and whatever, because people don't want, even our governor, who honestly, a couple things he's done recently have been pretty freaking cool. We'll talk about, someone remind me to talk about our governor, because I'll forget. I got so many other things on my mind. Someone remind me to talk about the governor. So it's been downgraded to a maybe, and the governor's like trying to pimp it. He's like, oh yeah, it'll be good for the town, blah, 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 blah. But nobody wants to give them $500 million for a team that can't even put 2,000 asses in a seat, It's ridiculous. So I don't want to. Nobody wants to, It just doesn't make financial sense. Oh, but even if they're, they don't do it, it'll just still bring our presence up as a sports town. Sell that to someone who's buying that shit. Sell that, the same people who are buying like, oceanfront property in South Dakota, because no one's buying it. The Aviators, which is our current, minor league or whatever team they are, they pack the freaking seats. It's the Aviators are the second highest attended team in the country, and they're here. So the Aviators blow the A's out of the water in terms of attendance, and the city's going to give them 400,000. I mean, it went from 500 to 400. Now they're at like 360. Oh well, 368. We'll settle for 368. You're talking like a dude who's a billionaire. He could fart that out. But he wants us to do it. No. And he's going to pay Oakland like $14 million just to move. So, it doesn't make any sense. What else we got to talk about? So, screw that whole thing. I don't want it here. I mean, unless they move to like the Rio and the taxpayers don't have to foot the bill. But if anything, I mean, that's not even going to be done. Projected date, even if they started right after F1, would not be until 2027. So that's 4 years from now that we're going to see the benefit of having coughed up $400 million. What I say is, being that they're already willing to wait 4 freaking years, let's just do an expansion team. You know, just like we did with hockey, and look at us now, you know? Game 2 tonight. Not that I gotta drink some water. Not that I'm a big sports fan, but freaking game 2 tonight on an expansion team. Second time in the Stanley Cups in 4 years. What up? That's what we need. We need an expansion team, not fucking A's. Oh, excuse me, everyone. Not the A's. I mean, if you're an A's fan, I'm sorry, but you're one of like 2,000. What's the other news? Oh. Casino Royale. You know, the place that, you know, the guy told me he was going to destroy my camera for walking through there and whatnot. Jackass. He did it to a few people, right? He's just a jackass. But they're probably going away because they filed, before you, believe it or not, this is how things get leaked. Before you build or knock down anything on the Strip, we are in a 5-mile radius of the airport. So the FAA has to approve anything within 5 miles of the airport for safety purposes. Like you can't just say, hey, I'm going to put up a tower that dwarfs the Veer, you know, and it's going to be twice as high. Well, the plane's going to fly around it like this or whatnot. So the FAA gets involved. That's like the first step in finding out if you can get approval for a high rise in town if you're within 5 miles of the airport. So they filed this a while ago, but now it's coming up for discussion. So Casino Royale is looking to get themselves torn down. And at least, I think it's like there's a certain height limit, but you know, they're looking to put like a serious casino there. So I say good riddance to them. I know a lot of people like it, but they screwed with me, so good riddance to them. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of people. Give me a second. Anyway, yeah, so that's some news. So Casino Royale might be going away if they get the approval, and that's how things get leaked, you know? People who know people who know people. It wasn't like they came out and announced it. It's public record that they went before the FAA. And they're probably doing it because of the Hard Rock across the street. It's the most opportune time. They'll probably try to time the construction together, but you're going to have a brand new property directly across from it, and they're going to sit there sucking wind, so it's a good move for them. But, you know, screw them. And what else? What else we got to talk about? We can talk about the governor while we're walking. Remind me. All right, let me head out. What do we got? 302 people on. That is absolutely freaking awesome. So the governor. Governor. You are ex-NSA, says Billy. I don't, really? I don't think if you were ex-NSA, you'd be bragging about that. Are you the one listening to me when I go, hey Google? Hey Google, play some 90s alternatives. Is that you who like switches the switch behind the scenes? Yeah, goodbye $2 hot dogs. What up? Alright, you ready? Richie Vegas in the house, Ron Radio. Alright, let's get busy. Ex-NSA, I like that. I got a friend who's ex-NSA. I'll drop that. Oh, look at this. This is fancy. You can come and take your picture in front of that advertising. Oh, let's check out her dress. Hold everything. I think that was, I don't want to misgender that individual. I don't know. You gotta be careful these days. All the misgendering is going on. All right, I'm gonna bounce off their Wi-Fi. Hold on. Oh, it's hot. They should put a dome over this whole city and air condition it. That would make me happy. They've been playing this non-stop 24/7 for a week since they put it up. They got nothing else to advertise? Freaking yikes. Alright. So, Governor Buzzkill. No, not Governor Buzzkill. I want to replace Governor Buzzkill. Governor Lombardo. What has he done lately? He's been keeping low-key for a while. Now he's coming out throwing a couple punches. He knocked down a couple of anti-2A propositions that were put before him. He's just like, nope. That is not going to happen under my watch. But she's spinning. She's getting all the spins on. Whoa, it's hot. Oh my God. Who put this place in the desert? Damn. So he slapped those down hard, which I was kind of surprised at. Because for a, he's a red, he flies the red flag. So I kind of thought that, having heard him make some claims to the contrary in the past about 2A control, I thought that he might not, I want to see this thing, that he might be in favor of certain things, but he's like, no effing way. We don't play that here. Whoa, boss truck. Who saw boobies? Did I miss boobies? It's getting overcast. Maybe it'll cool down. But the wind, it does have a little breeze, but it's hot. It's hot and ugly. Let's go walk through here. No, let's walk with the peoples. I'm a man of the people. Let's go. And what else did he do? He signed another thing that protects, like if you come here from out of state to have an abortion, you're protected. He's not gonna rat you out, and all that, because some states have these like laws where if you go to another state to get one, you can get ratted out and everyone goes to jail, yada yada yada, which is kind of fucking stupid, but is what it is. And let's see what else. I've been dropping F-bombs today. I gotta tone down the F-bombage. Oh, I want to go see the street. So I guess that was all right. But then he also, in the same breath, dropped. Oh yeah, here comes the wind. He signed another thing. I don't know, an edict, whatever. I don't know. I like standing in the street. It's freaking awesome. He signed another thing. See, this is what I don't get. How can they say they're done when every street has that 3-inch curb? Are they going to drop another 3 inches of asphalt? Because people are going to bust their heads open. Cars are going to hit that. That's going to be devastating. It's going to like jack up a lot of people's cars and tires. Look at this. There's like a ledge here. All right, now we can walk in the street. The zone's coming. Look. Look at the size of that. Are they actually done? Is that possible? I mean, that's twice as high as my foot. How could they say that's done? I don't get it. Anyway, whatever. I'm not paying them. Well, I guess I am in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. Okay, the other thing that a governor signed was he signed a sort of like a quasi anti-grooming type bill, so he did something for everyone, like he seems to be in the middle. He's not leaning to one side or the other. So I guess that's pretty freaking cool, you know? He seems to be kind of level-headed when it comes to issues. He's not taking the complete party stance, you know? Like Governor Buzzkill. You know, whatever came down from the party, he would enforce with a vengeance, you know? He gave like 0 Fs. Probably didn't even read it. You know, they just told him what to do, and he's like, sir, yes, sir. But I want to go over there. That's where I feel like going. But I did want to see the devastation down there. But I feel like going this way. Yeah, let's walk down here. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So no grooming, but you can come here and, you know, whatever. I mean, there's something I would like to say about that, but I can't. But YouTube said that now, after 2 years of prohibition, we're allowed to talk about whether or not our last election was fraudulent and not have your channel shut down or demonetized or your video content spanked. And you know why that is, of course, right? That is because of Twitter Twatter. They were just like, whoa, we got to make moves. We got to do something. So they threw the community at large, the free speech community, a little bit of a bone, saying that we could actually talk about that. There's still like a list a mile long of things we can't talk about. Yeah, it's like, get off me. He's like, okay, get off me. But that one, you know, so if you have a YouTube channel and you believe that, you know, the last election was rigged, you can talk about that now. Which I'm not going to, because it's water under the bridge. Let's go. $4 nice. No way. Alright, let's suck in a little AC, raw dog it. Ready, raw dog it with me?
I got money. Beat the cheese puffs. But leave out the broccoli.
Alright, let's go.
Power cash advance up to $250 instant. Download the Power app today.
So what is the other thing? There's some other stuff going on. Oh! I mean, I don't want to get too... Well, yeah, I do. I watched 2 things on... Well, I listened to one and I watched another one on Twitter Twatter. How many people... Which one should we talk about first? Let's talk about the fact that I listened to John F. Kennedy Jr. on Twitter today. Now, what I can say about this to start is Elon, he should talk to me and learn how to, like, interview and, you know, talk about stuff, you know. Like, I think I'm a little better at that stuff than him, but, oh my God, I gotta mute, hold on. Whoa. Alright, hopefully we don't get spanked. He's got to learn how to, like, project a little. He's got to learn how to, like, you know, he's good in front of a camera, but he's not good in front of a mic. So, yeah. But anyway, he's dry. He's dry in front of a mic. He's like, yes, hello, I am Elon Musk, and today I'm doing something. Anyway, so he had John F. Kennedy Jr. on there. And you know what? I listened to that entire audio stream. It only glitched out twice for like 30 seconds, not like the last one. But I'll tell you what. He makes a lot of sense. That Holmes made a lot of freaking sense, you know? And you know, I guess you kind of have an idea of where my leanings are. But he made a lot of freaking sense. So I hope he gets the nomination. I'm not saying, hello. I'm not saying who should win, but I hope he gets the nomination, because I did like some of his ideas. I liked all of his ideas, I think. I don't know. I gotta like digest them. But he covered something that I've been saying for a long time. It's so freaking loud in here. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Whoa. This is out of control. You could use my legs. Oh, there's another mushroom tip haircut. I gotta hum over that. That's a spank. Alright, he talked about how they should ban pharmaceutical companies from being able to advertise. And I am fully in support of that. Because our country, the complexion of our country has changed so much since pharmaceutical companies have been able to advertise. It's freaking out of control, you know? Last night I saw a pharmaceutical advertisement for fixing your eyesight. They said all it takes is 2 needles in your eyeballs and you'll get your sight back and get to throw away all your glasses. And then, you know, when they have to read all the things, or it can cause cataracts and blindness. So it's like, let's see, should I take a shot that this is gonna fix my eyesight, sticking these needles in my eyeballs, but the risk is just losing my eyesight altogether? But consult your doctor, you know? And it may cause projectile diarrhea and all this other bullshit, you know? This guy like strolled right out of the 70s like a boss. All right, let's go. I gotta stop and drink some water. So yeah, they should ban all that shit because all the news, mainstream media, TV stations, that's how they got controlled. Is because big pharma is the #1 advertiser in this country. They spend the most advertising dollars of any other entity is big pharma. So of course they're gonna get their butt kissed, you know, by mainstream media. Hold on a second, I gotta drink some water. So I'm a huge fan of getting rid of that crap. They should not be able to advertise. No freaking way. I mean, what do people know? You remember those? They even had ones for like if you're a wallflower. Oh, do you feel uncomfortable at parties? You know, take this pill from Big Pharma and you'll be the life of the party. They had that shit on TV. That's freaking ridiculous. Chantix was another one that they pushed hard on TV and everyone got it. I even took that stuff. And I'll tell you what, I got some permanent things from it, and I know a lot of people who've got worse than me, you know what, from taking that stuff. Chantix was devastating. It blocks nerve receptors and shit in your brain, you know, in order to get yelled. Nothing could go wrong with that, you know? I know people who got like permanent freaking twitches and all sorts of stuff from taking Chantix. But where'd they see it? The average person saw it on freaking TV. And they were like, hey, I'd like to quit smoking. I mean, I take this pill and I stop smoking. Deal. Bet. You know, count me in. And yeah, so Kennedy was talking about that, about banning that shit. He was talking about protecting 2A. He was talking about protecting the First Amendment. He went on and on about freedom of speech and how big tech is freaking trying to put the kibosh on it. You know, I was just like, yo, I just wasn't expecting that, you know? I hope they don't like, how would I say? How can I say this? I hope the family curse doesn't catch up with them, you know? I'm not saying I'm going to vote for him, but dude made sense. You know, Holmes made sense. He dropped a lot of stuff that resonated with the situations going on without being a total douche about it either. You know, he didn't do any name calling. He wasn't like, you know, he was just like, hey, you know, I want to get back to the constitutional foundation of our country. And this is how I propose to do it. And I was just like, whoa, all right, bro, hope it works out. So we shall see. And I was listening in the comments, and like 1 out of 4 comments in the comments section during this live stream were like ragging on him for his voice. And I'm like, you know, if someone punched you in the throat, you'd sound the same, so shut up. Ain't that a nice building right there? Look at that. And he was, you know, he talked about the, you know, the thing in the arm, which we still can't talk about on YT. You know, how that was a whole big, like, whatever. He talked about the lockdowns that, you know, didn't do anything or didn't even make any sense. Yeah, you know, like, what up? He talked like a boss. But again, Elon is not a great, I mean, that's not his gig, you know? He's not there to be like an interviewer, but he did sit in. But yeah, I think he handled himself. Kennedy handled himself well. This is the line for the big bus. So it's like, how many people can you fit on a bus? If you live in a certain state, you could pick up like a Model 3 Tesla for like 25 grand. You know, that's kind of crazy. Makes it very tempting. But look, you got to hang out in your car like a chadrul while it's charging. I don't like that too much. So yeah, I do hope he gets a nomination. Because, I mean, unless someone else comes along, I mean, at least for the Democrat Party. Because then it wouldn't be so bad. You know? Like, okay, you got someone like that, and then, you know, what is it going to be? It's either going to be Trump or DeSantis. But if you got Kennedy there, or Trump or DeSantis, it's like, I kind of view that as a win-win, you know, if he's not full of shit. And if, you know, he doesn't get black-bagged, you know. If I was Robert Kennedy Jr., I would not be standing in front of any windows, you know. I just wouldn't. So, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. But he made a lot of sense. Ms. Google, Rick T. Sometimes the chat gets disconnected when there's a commercial. But they haven't dropped a commercial on me yet. Alright, what else do we have to talk about? More Twitter twatter activities. Alright, should I go there? Should I actually go there? See, there's no comments. Yeah, at least he wasn't like tripping over his own feet. You know, oh, like I saw that someone actually went there and they were like, oh, at least, you know, what was a comment similar to? I'd rather have someone who trips over his feet than his tongue. I was like, shut up, you know? Coming from someone who has speech impediment issues, that pisses me off. I'm triggered. Freaking triggered. But I never thought I'd be like, you know, kind of like gushing over the left. But I'm not really gushing over it. He just freaking made, he was like a normal person, you know, without a radical agenda. You know, he talked about leaving the kids alone and whatever, and I've been watching all these videos about what's going on in schools this month. It's unfreaking believable, the level of indoctrination. Leave the kids alone. Holy freaking cow. I got a place down there we're gonna scope out soon. Yeah, I don't know if that brown suits the building all that well. You might be right about that. It's kind of drab looking. Wonder how much this property would sell for if they ever wanted to like wreck it. But yeah, dude was dropping facts, you know. Well, he was just talking about the Constitution. It wasn't his ideas. He's just like, I think this country would be better off if we just like listen to the Constitution, you know, like our actual framework of how it should be run. So yeah, okay. I'm down. Yeah, that's preschool graduation. That's awesome. Alright, let's take it up a notch. Ready to take it up a notch, everyone? Alright, hold on. I gotta reset my gimbal. I'm holding on to this gimbal forever. I love it. I'm not ready to give it up. Aaron with the 5 Bananaramas. I didn't even see that going on. Let me scroll back a bit. I was talking about a Kennedy. Oh, RFK, whatever. Robert, yeah, Robert. You're right. I stand corrected, but that does not change what I said. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Do-do-do-do-do. Junior was pretty cool. I met him a couple of times in New York back in the day. You know? People claim that was a whole suspicious mess, too. I'm not finding I can't scroll far enough back to see that super chat. I am sorry, Aaron, but I'm going to thank you for it. 5 Bananaramas. Alright, who saw What is a Woman? Who watched it? Did any of you people watch it? I watched it. I watched it start to finish. Hour and 35 minutes. By Matt Walsh. Doesn't matter what you think of Matt Walsh. I've never really even listened to him, to tell you the truth. You know, I saw like a couple of his Change My Mind videos or whatever, but I thought those were overtly confrontational. That didn't have to be, you know, but, you know, go into a hornet's nest and stir it up, yeah, whatever. But, yeah, I watched that whole thing, and it was actually pretty well done. What is a woman? And the funny thing is, and he did it well, but the funny thing is, no one could answer that question. He asked everyone. No one had an answer for that. And at the end, I mean, one guy in the middle's like, in the very beginning, you know, he was kind of point blank. Like, well, you know, chicks have this and dudes have Bozaks. You know, pretty freaking simple. And then everyone else he asked, which he asked a lot of the people who are, you know, pushing the agenda, and they couldn't answer. Or they got just so pissed off they got up and left because they, you know, they can't answer. They're like, well, okay, they did answer, a lot of them. They were like, they basically say, if you say you are, you are. That's what it is. I was like, well, okay, if I'm a cat, if I say I'm a cat, does that make me a cat? And does that obligate you people in my audience to pet me and feed me little friskies? Obligate that? You know? It's weird. It's weird, but you watch people get angry and hostile when they ran out of like something legitimate to say. It was very telling. Yeah, I bet it is, Gary, but you know, I'm not gonna judge a dude by how he speaks. Listen how I freaking speak. You know? But I was just amazed that's what people would choose to pick on, you know, like haters. Listen to that voice. Imagine 4 years of listening to that voice. Oh yeah, you know, disregard the constitutional issues you brought up. You know, people are such a-holes. The bar, this building's been here, I don't even know how long, but it's been here, you know, as long as I've been coming to town, since like the mid-90s. So what is that, like 10 years? Whew. Yeah, I'm a cat, so you have to, you know, you have to talk to me like a cat. You have to call me, oh, little cubby, little pussycat. You know, I mean, if that's my thing, if I want to be a cat, then that's my thing. I'm a cat. Okay, cool. But to expect everyone around me to play along with something that's rattling around in my own head. And then Kennedy was talking about how he's gonna like get to the bottom of like if there's something I was talking about the other day. If there's a correlation between the gender issues and the thing in the arm, because they both kind of happened at the same time. I was like, whoa, I can't believe he just said that. I couldn't believe I said it, let alone him. So yeah, and he's going to do a lot of like research, you know, about that, and you know why young people are dropping dead left and right, all from the same, you know, enlargement of the heart issues. And I was just like, whoa, you know, like I said, don't stand in front of any windows. I mean, if anyone should know that, it should be him. Water time for me. Oh yeah, I know what you're saying, Gary. I'm not. No, I wasn't knocking what you said. It just reminded me of some of the comments that I saw in there. Yeah, dude can't help it, you know. I was listening to some other guy today, and this software engineer. I've been like studying some stuff. We'll talk about that in a bit. My progress on creating my own YouTube. I'm making progress. It's been an interesting journey. But I was like listening to him, and he had a speech impediment. And you know, like I kind of do too. You know why? And then like later on, like 10 minutes in, he just like stopped what he was. It's like, hey everyone, you know what? I had freaking tongue cancer, so I have half a tongue, so freaking get over it. And then he went back to talking and whatnot. And I was like, good on you, bro. The mod stuff is still not working. Yikes. Alright, I didn't get to delete everyone. I'm gonna have to delete all the mods and then add you back in on the next live stream. I'm able to mod on my end, so I don't know what the issue is. And you know, YT is like zero help. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Well, that's the perfection of life, though. That, in my opinion, is what makes life perfect. Is like we're perfectly imperfect. If everyone and everything was perfect, life would blow. It would be so boring. Oh, I'm gonna walk up the stairs again. I don't walk upstairs, do I? I'm restarting my gimbal again. Bonk. You can always tell when I restart it. F it, let's go. Yeah, a woman is someone who gives birth to other humans. Exactly. It's pretty simple, but I mean, if you think about it, see, I can't even have the conversation. If you think about it, You know why it's taking place. You know? There's a specific goal behind it. Let's boogie this way. And I don't necessarily have a problem with what anyone does. I mean, I can honestly give two shits.
If you put a buzz in my cup, I will shut the fuck up.
At least he knows he's an a-hole. I mean, I really don't care. Because I don't want anyone judging my, you know, what I enjoy in boot knocking situations. It's nobody's freaking business, you know? Oh, that one's busted too. You know, we all have our things. We all have our kinks and whatnot, you know? So, I don't want to be judged. I don't judge anyone, but I'm not, you know, I don't feel obligated to, how would I say, join in someone else's, you know? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Of course it makes sense. Alright, I'm going to mute right here. You know, to each their own. Let me see what you guys are talking about. He's saxing it up all right. But I can't even trust that stuff because I don't know if they'll give me... They still do copyright claims on that type of stuff. They're like, oh, it was a cover song. So who are you going to give the money to? Who are you going to give my money to if it's a cover song? The seventh chakra. But yeah, I don't want to be judged. You don't want to be judged on what you do behind your doors. But I'm not going to like force the rest of the world to accept what I do. As long as like one or two other people are down, I'm cool. You know, as long as you got one person who's like, yeah, I'm on board with what you got going on there, Bror Fredrik, I'm cool. You know, I don't need to freaking convert anyone else to my way of, you know, relationships or boot knockery. I don't feel that, it just, I don't know, never even occurred to me that I gotta push that on people. Y'all feel me? Alright. Yeah, from now on, we have to address... Matt identifies as handsome, intelligent, and charismatic. That's what you have to... that's his thing. So you have to do it. Because he said it. It's like claiming the front seat. Like, it's like saying, shotgun. Is that what life's boiled down to? One big game of shotgun now? You know, like your whole crew gets up to the car and one guy goes, whoever says shotgun first gets to call it, you know, gets to ride in the front seat. That's what we're doing with, like, life now. You know, I called it. You have to call me, like, I would love if the whole entire world called me master. You know, that would be freaking awesome. But I don't think I'm going to enforce that on anyone. You know? Like I Dream of Genie style. Yes, master. Alright, yeah, it's kind of cool. Ain't gonna lie. As long as one person's down. You know? I'm not going to force the whole world to play along with my little freaking quirks. Not saying that is one. Just, you know, saying. Where are we going? Yeah, Everyone's fighting. Everyone's fighting to be protected. I think more people are just like, I think they just want a voice. They want to be heard. And this seems like the quickest way to be heard, even if you're not on board with the thing per se. It just makes you heard, because I think people are desperate to be heard. You know, I think people are desperate for validation and to be heard and to be acknowledged. And if you've lived your life without that, and someone comes along and says, all you gotta do is say you're like this, and the world has to just kiss your ass in Macy's window, that's enticing to a lot of people, you know? I mean, let's be honest. And I think a lot of what's going on in the world today has to do with that. You know, it's a form of, I mean, you do hear it more on the male side. I mean, do you hear big issues from the other side? Not so much. You know, like women wanting to go in men's bathrooms. You don't hear that as much, right? So men, I think, have gotten to the place where they just don't feel validated in society any longer. So they just, like, a lot of people are clinging on to this other type of stuff. You know? That's just what I think. I'm shit. Who am I? I'm just some guy walking around with a camera on the Las Vegas Strip. Maybe. What up, Elvi? Maybe Elvis knows. Oh, wait, hold on. Mute. Oh, I put that on. Yeah. Macy's window on freaking Christmas. Upside down you turn me. That was not Notorious. The Notorious B.I.G. Oh my God. I saw a BL, a B Light commercial, and Biggie was playing. They used Biggie's music in that. I was like, what? Biggie be rolling over in his grave. But someone got paid, probably moms, you know. Or the record label, P. Diddy, Bad Boys, Entertainment. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. They're trying everything. There's actually a little offshoot brewery that sold off to Anheuser. These two cousins. They're in negotiations with BL, aka Anheuser AB, to buy back their company. You know, they're just like, no, I think we could salvage it if we buy it back from you. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna rain. What's up with that? It's like exceedingly humid right now. Let me give you views. Bonk. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Biggie. Using my man to sell them some BL. Yeah, my chat just died. Must have been a commercial. Let me re-trigger it. Bunk. Wow, I lost 100 people. 100 people are pissed off about what I was talking about. That's kind of cool, though. In the grand scheme of things. Siri calls you and hangs up? That's freaking rude. Yeah, there's a lot of people around. Oh, there go 5-0. Well, 5-0 is just, he's just like making sure people don't turn. Blah. We weren't even drinking there, but we stole our first minute. This is where the traffic gets nuts. Look at what's taking place down here. They have the entire west side of the strip, east side of the strip, squashed down into one lane. That's terrible. That's why I've been coming on this side the most. There's back ways to get into some of the other properties that I could take advantage of. Like I did, when did I do it? Saturday night? What up? I think I want to go this way. Crime tape. Oh, mute. Hold on. Give me all your loving, all your hugs and kisses too. Woo! I had to mute. That music is so loud. Sorry, people. This is what it is. Oh, I'm getting a BetterHelp online therapist advertisement. Drink some water. The crime scene tape is up there so people don't cross the street, because down there is actually a legitimate street crossing spot. We're gonna have to go down to the bridge. I wanted to cross over, but I can't, because they are tearing it up. All right, let's see. Woo! Who's dancing? What happened? Yeah, sometimes you just gotta shut the chat off and put it back on. See you, Alan. Alright. So you want an update on me creating my own streaming platform? Like I wanted to do in 1998. Because I told you I was having that meeting with the software engineers. What was that, Friday? And a couple other people. It's totally doable. Hold on a second. It's totally doable, but holy cow, is it going to be expensive. That was something I wasn't actually prepared for. I mean, I sort of knew it would be expensive. I just didn't have a grasp of how much. So if anyone out there knows anyone who can build apps, like phone apps and TV apps, put them in touch with me, or vice versa. Because there's some conversations we need to have. Because that's the most expensive part. Doing the app development is going to cost a butt ton of money. And yeah, I could do it without apps, but I think apps would be the easiest thing to do. Download the Bro Nation app and stream directly to your devices. Versus going to www, whatever, you know? So yeah, holy shit is this loud. Hold on. Alright. I think we're far enough away. They got the last live stream for 7 seconds of... Alright, here we go again. Let me cruise past as fast as I can. 7 seconds of someone called... Luis... Fusco, or something like that. I never even heard of this individual. Holy shit. That's why I'm on a mission. To do my own streaming site. Holy cow. But app development is like thousands and thousands. Like stupid amounts. And then there's maintenance on top of that. You know? That I wasn't anticipating. Just to do like, you know, set up all the CDNs and everything needed for the streaming. That's gonna cost like $800 a month. Plus or minus. I mean, at my current, how would I say? With my current base that I have, it'd be around $800 a month, the way I figure. Is that justifiable? I don't quite know. I'm gonna have to do a little more market research. But the app development is what. So if you know app developers, like I'd like to be on, obviously, Android, iPhone, Apple TV, Roku, and Android TV. Because you gotta, you know, I want to have apps on TVs. So we'll see. And each one of those probably costs like $5,000 to put together, each one. From all the people that I've been speaking to, I was not anticipating that. Look at this train wreck. Like, I would not recommend doing the deuce until this traffic clears up in like a year. Oh, here it is. I was on the wrong side. This is what I wanted to see, actually. Yeah, Fire Stick app, that's another $5,000, you know? It's like, holy cow. What, am I made out of money over here? I could probably build my own. Because I'm kind of smart like that. But do I want to build my own? Oh, look at that. They just tore shit up. They just scratched it down to the granite. Down to the mantle. Whoa, what a disaster. Yeah, F1. F1, that's what I say. And I'm an F1 fan. I prefer to watch it on TV. Let me drive. But hey, Bror Fredrik, it's good for the local economy. Oh yeah, really? How am I making money off it? Oh, was I invited? Oh yeah, that's right, I wasn't.
How did you get there?
like the NFL is asking for 7,000 volunteers for the Super Bowl, so you could work for free for the. And it says you will not be watching the game if you volunteer. It like straight up says that. Like you're gonna be like with a shovel by a porta potty. You're gonna miss the entire game if you volunteer. You're not gonna see it, you're gonna miss it. That's pretty nervy, like they can't pay people. They don't have a budget for like $200 for 7,000 people? Really? But people do it just to say they did it. I don't know, maybe they'll throw, yeah, like you'll probably get a t-shirt that says, you know, I got screwed at the Super Bowl or something. I gave up my entire day at the Super Bowl so you could enjoy it. And all I got was this t-shirt. Oh, what was the other news? Kind of news? Transfix at the RW is closing. Like they would just advertise. It's like, oh, it's the best art display that Vegas has ever had. And you go on their website, it says, we are no longer accepting reservations for Transfix. So Transfix is done. Like nobody went, even though they built another version of Park Girl, you know, the wire girl with the lights I was talking about 2 days ago. They put another version of her down there, but she's standing like she's doing a DWI check, you know. Can you see the tip of my finger? Follow it with just your eyes. It looks like that. And they made her like thick compared to the other one. I gotta mute. Hopefully I'm far enough away now. That was loud. I hope it rains. That would be freaking awesome. Just start coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Size 0. Yeah, the new Park Girl is definitely not a size 0. It's like a size 18. I think maybe that's why no one went. I don't know. Could be wrong. But yeah, that's closing. So, do I care? No. This is the RW. Why is this guy creeping on me? Why are you creeping on me, bro? With that thing over your face. Oh, we can walk in the street. The celebrity F1 race. Maybe you'll... Yeah, maybe they'll invite me. I don't get invited to nothing. I could care less about Bror Fredrik. Because, like, I would talk about stuff they probably wouldn't like. I think the town is well aware of that by now. So they tolerate me. At best. I want to walk in the street. Oh, there's all the people who waited for the big bus. When I had my radio show, this town treated me like freaking royalty. I mean, these places would all send cars and limos to my house on the regular. Like, anytime I wanted to go. They'd actually fight over who was sending it. I'd be like, nah, Caesar's is sending over a car. And they'd be like, what kind of car? Lincoln. Oh, we'll send over a limo. Oh, okay. I'll come over to your spot. Well, they're sending a limo too. Well, did they tell you that we'd just give you like all the Macallans you could drink on the way? No. I mean, they used to treat me like freaking royalty when I had that. But now, like, you know, this type of stuff, live streaming, they don't respect, because it's kind of like a dime a dozen. You know, anyone with a camera can get out here and do it. I mean, they're not me, because I'm freaking awesome, you know, carrying on a conversation for 3 hours straight. But yeah, they're playing that 50s jam. Want to see a real fortune teller? Yeah, tone down on the caps, who's ever doing that. I can't really see right now. That's the internet equivalent of yelling. It is so humid. Sorry, I think it's gonna rain. Can't believe Martin What's-His-Face is gonna open a restaurant here. He actually cooks pretty good. Seeing people digging my gluten-free dough I've been putting up on the Bror Nation Facebook group. Made garlic knots the other day and mini loaves of bread last night. I've been on a tear. Oh, 2 suckers. I like anything you can put a snorkel on. That's just cool. Cool snorkel, bro. I need something in my life that I can put a snorkel on. Put a snorkel on a... Last thing I had that had a snorkel on it was my Fiero. I put a snorkel on that thing. Alright. I think we're gonna step inside and get some coffee. So yeah, I gotta do some more thinking about, you know, the whole setting up my own streaming applications thingamajig. I want to do it because I just don't like having, you know, I don't like being beholden to YT and then getting like 40-45% of everything I make. That's crazy. I mean, granted, there's expenditures on their end, but not 45% worth. Whew. Wow, it's hot in here too. That's crazy. Water for the leg of this. Where did we start? I don't remember. Caesars? Oh, cool. What about my face? What'd I do with my face? Wearing? So I got schmutz on my face? Yeah, maybe I should fix my bicep first. That's what I was thinking too. I'm gonna give the studio, you know, time to evolve, and then I'll probably do it. I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be that costly. I mean, bottom line, it's going to cost me around between $1,200 and $1,500 a month, which is almost as expensive as when I tried to do it back in the late 90s, early 2000s, except for the fact that it's done a whole lot better. It's not postage stamp size. You can go up to 4K. You know, there's a lot of other benefits to it. Like you could have unlimited people watching, whereas back in 1998, I had to buy like blocks of 50. You know, I used to have to, I anticipate 100 people are going to be watching this stream from the radio show, and I used to have to buy like blocks of 50, you know, through Real Player and Windows Media Player and stuff. And if you went over, they would just kick you in the nads so hard your ants. You know, so that's one plus. It's kind of unlimited. You know, it could have like 20,000 people on. But I gotta see, you know, that's a thing. It's an investment. And I think each app would take probably almost 2 months, a month to 2 months to build before it was ready for launch and improved by, like, you know, the App Store and all the rest of that. Alright. So we shall see. Yeah, I probably should fix my arm. I think that would that would probably be a good idea. I hate not being able to. What is that? That is not a hatchback? He's like 6 inches from that dude. That's a hatchback Beamer. Boom, boom. Well, either that or I'll buy a motorcycle. I've been jonesing to ride a motorcycle lately. Buy like a Ducati R4. Wow, this guy's probably sweating. Alright, I want to catch up on chat a little bit. Let me see what you guys are yapping about. ARM is going to cost me like, from what I've understood so far, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 grand to get my arm fixed. Alright, let me see what you guys are talking about. How about Facebook Watch? Oh, I would never stream on Facebook, ever. They're worse than YT. Ducati's freaking sexy. Jim West in the house. You hope who answers your question? I'm reading the chat now. I haven't been able to. Did you have a question, Great Dane Mom? I don't know. That's like Napoleonic thing. I was thinking about that too, because I was watching some, you know, the new bikes they have nowadays are pretty freaking crazy. I used to ride with a bunch of people who had, like, you know, my friend had a Hayabusa, you know, CBR 1000Rs. I had a GSXR 1100 track ready version. You can buy it right from the dealership, track ready. It was like, but then it was 155 horsepower and it only weighed 385 pounds. So the weight to horsepower ratio was pretty freaking crazy. Now the bike's like 500 pounds, but they have like 250 horsepower, so it's kind of the same. And we used to tear shit up, you know. But I've had 4 accidents in my motorcycling days. The worst of which was I snapped my collarbone. That was the worst. The rest of them were just like brutal freaking hamburgers. You know, the bike takes the worst of it. That's more painful. But yeah, hamburger, like true, like quarter pounders all over the body type of stuff. But breaking my collarbone, yeah, that kind of sucked. Let's see. Only you can be used as, hey, bro, can we get a big line? I think we can do that. I think we can. Just give me a second. I'm going to slug some more water. I'm going to wet my whistle. And then we'll drive around the block, stash the burner in the bushes, then step to police with the shoves and the pushes. What was it playing like nice Hawaiian music? Look at the overcast kicking in. Oh, this is probably copyright. Hold everything. I gotta mute. Shite. I'm seeing a lot of women in red dresses. I like red dresses. Not into red lingerie, but I like red dresses. Red lingerie looks too like red light district for me. You know? But red dresses, yeah, I can get down with that. I will be, I mean, on the 4th, I'll definitely be on the Strip. I'll be in my super secret filming spot to start out with. You can contact me offline. But I bet everyone knows where that is by now. And yeah, I'll be in the Strip afterwards. Absolutely. Yeah, we could hang out, BCDC. Thank you very much for those ripe 7 Canadian Bananaramas. Where are we going? We're gonna go somewhere where we can kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All I heard was "Papa, don't hit me no more." That's one of my favorite lines. Cause I'm a gangster like that. Yup, only you can be you knows. She knows my spots. See, there's another red dress. Red dresses everywhere. Yes, it's definitely not a secret anymore. But everyone knows it's mine, so nobody comes up there. Oh my, there's another red dress. They're everywhere. Nobody goes up there with me. I was gonna say counterparts? No, colleagues, I think is the right word. My colleagues. Maria with the 2 Bananaramas. Thank you very much. You know all the spots. I know you do. Alright. We're gonna get busy, drop some blessings in a second. I'm gonna drop some personal ones for me because I am on the brink of waiting a little too long for my surgery. That's gonna suck ass. The sooner the better. Interfering with the activities over here. Ooh, that was a very solemn moment. I think I interrupted a very solemn occasion. Let's see. Put it Got a joke about that. I don't feel like telling it though. I just stepped up, did my thing. Gotta do me. Toss up some blessings for me and for all of yous. And for our country. And for our freaking world. Alright, let's go tightrope walking again. I don't feel like going that way, so we're gonna have to go this way. Alright, you ready, everyone? Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Alright, you ready? Here we go. Wow. I didn't even do any warm up. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I lost it on the last 3 feet. Yikes. But I made it. I didn't hit the ground. Oh, thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. They're probably going to do the same thing as they did last time. You know, tell me it's the last one and then schedule another. I think they're going to do that deal. Because I know it's not done yet. There's still like a Horka excess skin in my mouth.
John gets like... Signal's like really lame today. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. Yeah, I'm getting better, Tamika. My best one was like a couple of days ago. I walked across that thing like I owned it, like it was 5 feet wide. That one was a little precarious. Like this. Tell me they're finished when they have those metal spikes that could blow tires out still exposed, and these giant ledges. Like, look, that's seriously a ledge. That's as deep as my entire foot is high. Yeah. See that? What is the score? Did we win? We always win home games, though. Like I have a vested interest. I mean, I guess I do. The Knights. What is the score? Someone learn me. Yeah, there's a lot of people out, which is kind of cool. From Monday? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm like a sweaty mess. It is humid. Yeah, we're just...
Yeah, hold up. Five one. All right, cool. I hope they. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna take a beat. Yeah, it's probably what they are gonna do. It is gonna take a beating for the summer. Then they'll toss down like another skiff coat on top of it, like they're doing drywall for F1. Because that has to be so freaking smooth. It really does. I mean, that's smooth enough right now. Let's go stand in it. How can we get out there? Let's go stand in it. Looks freaking awesome. Is this open? Oh yeah, it is.
Something like keep it real.
What? Like to keep it real? I keep it real. Well, if I stand on this ledge here, in order to kill me, they have to blow out all their tires. Like, tell me this isn't gonna just blow someone's tire right off its freaking rim. Look at that. And I just lose a car up my ass. It's up your ass, you know. It's like a 4-inch concrete spike sticking out. And we know how everyone pays attention when they drive on the Las Vegas Strip.
got my signal back. Uh-oh. Nobody's ducked. Was I the only one? Due to my misspent youth. No one else seemed fazed by that. Oh, summer. Yeah. Summer's here in Vegas. But they say the rest of the week's going to be in the lower 90s. I don't mind the lower 90s. It's the high 90s. Like this is, I mean, I'm okay. It's tolerable as long as I drink water every 100 feet. But over 100, yeah, that's when it gets brutal. Just ran out of Powerade. I gotta get some more liquid IV activities. Air condition. Give me that air condition. Let's raw dog some. It's good stuff. Woo! 305 people. It's loud over there. They're having the time of their lives. YOLO. YOLO. At the time of my life, I'm YOLOing. Alright, let's stick that up on this half a piece of concrete here. You know what? I'm going to switch on the Wi-Fi real quick. Maybe we'll just walk through. Yeah, let's keep walking. Alright, I ain't going anywhere yet. So I got to go that way anyway. You might as well come with me. That's got cool office. Whoa. And I'm wearing like a... This is like a... What do you call it? I mean, you could almost... Look. This is like a stocking. Can you see through that? You can probably see through that. Hold on. It's like my shorts. It's like a stocking. You can't, there's no such thing as a cooler shirt than that, even though it's black, but there's no sun. Maybe if we walk slow, what time is it? If we walk at the proper tempo, we might, yeah, if we go at the proper tempo, we can go see that Atlantis show if you want. You want to see the Atlantis show? I'm going in that direction anyway. I got like this much left. Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, okay. It's very explicit. It's called a 32-degree cool shirt. It's not cool like that. Yeah, it's freaking see-through. You can see my nips if you look close. Yeah, everyone should be hitting the like button. What do I got? It says here I got 277 people on board. So that means I should have like 175 likes if statistics hold up well. Alright, we'll go see the Atlanta show. Alright, let's go. And we're on that Wi-Fi, so we're good to go. 100, see how it's close? 165? We'll get them. Need 12 of you people to go ahead and like, keep my stats correct. I got a ton of cotton shirts, but they just like, they don't wick the moisture. They can be cool, but they could also be embarrassing. In the summer, I actually keep not like the transporter. I thought that setup in his Audi was pretty cool. Jason Statham, where he had like a little gentleman's like armoire in the Audi in the back to change. But I do always carry around extra shirts in the summer because you just never know, you know. I don't want to go to a meeting or go to lunch or whatever with freaking sweat on my back or whatever. So always carry extra clothes in the summer. Well, shirts anyway. Change in the middle of the parking lot. Loving it. What is that? Why's it got numbers on there? I don't get it. I see a lot of ladies in fuchsia too. Fuchsia's alright. Although I'm not down with fuchsia lingerie either, now that I think about that. I never thought about that before. I guess I have like things for the outside, things for the inside. And maybe that's how my brain works. I don't know. Go figure. Alright, let's go window shopping. Guy looks like a punk. The world's most comfortable shoes. These are the type of shoes I need for conventions. I need these here. I bet they are stupid expensive. Yikes. They don't feel comfortable. That right there would tear my ankle up. No. Might as well just insert some razor blades back there while they're at it. But I need some with that sole on the bottom. Like the hybrid shoe. Oh, now it's cool over here. Alright. Some Hey Dudes? What are Hey Dudes? How come I don't know what that is? But if they're cool, I'll get some. The Cactus of Death. I gotta Google those. Hey Dudes are comfy? Really? Epic beard, bro. Oh, now I'm finally cooling off. Alright, I gotta look at those. What are we talking about? T-shirts and T-shirts and panties. What? Yeah, men's T-shirt. That looks good. Or a woman's tank top that you just pull all the way down. Yeah. Figured I would just interject. I have no idea what you're talking about, but look at that. Wow. That is blue AF. I see where they're getting the red dress activities from. They're pushing them. I see what's going on. I'm good, bro. I do not need a case for my phone while I'm live streaming. Chloe. I bought some of the Chloe bag once. I was shocked. I was just like, damn. Chloe. Chloe got me. Forever 21 is gone? I didn't even notice that. I don't know what's up. In some cases, I invented what's up. At least I'd like to think so. Yes, I have purchased Balenciaga in my day. Not for myself. I've never purchased any Louis Vuitton. Let's check out the style. What is that? No. No. That's a yes. Oh, look at the zip down the side. That's kind of hot. Oh, imagine our poor armpit getting trashed by that zipper. But, yeah, okay. It smells nice in here. Never bought anyone any Christian Louboutin. Have bought Mont Blanc. I used to be my uncle's jam. I used to buy him a pen for every Christmas. But he gone now. Oh, let's check out Hugo Boss. You know, Hugo Boss, I think, I could be wrong, but you have to do some research and correct me. Hugo Boss, originally, back in the day, designed all the SS uniforms. That's why they look good. But they had to change their name. Could be wrong. Yeah, imagine having that thing stuck in your pit all day. I mean, dressed like that, you're not wearing all that long anyway. Sephora. Now we made it with 8 minutes to go. I like this store a lot. I really do. Like, believe it or not, I identify as a cowboy. So you have to refer to me as a cowboy. I totally identify. Hello! Oh, that's fucking nice. Oh my god. Do you see me wearing that? Like a freaking boss. Oh yeah. I don't like to have boot jams, but oh, those are light like a feather. Oh, they're plastic. And that's freaking sexy too. What up, ladies? Yeah. These are driving shoes. You see how they have the things on the back? So when you're driving, see how that works? That's what a driving shoe is. It's pretty freaking nice. Ain't gonna lie. $355. Maybe I could trade them my scratched up Maui gems for those. They probably have some resale value. I've never owned a pair of Levi's in my entire life. I don't like the way they look on me. Forever, bro. I love leather. Leather makes me feel good. Feel good, look good. Look good, feel good. You know how that works. Yeah, Yeah, I got Wranglers. Levi's, I don't know. Like your ass disappears when you wear Levi's unless you get them like 2 sizes too small. In the height of my my squatting days, I used to like to, I used to need the room in my thighs, but they still don't, they still don't, looks like you have no ass in a set of Levi's. Wranglers, at least they're like, man. I mean, for me, I'm not knocking. If they work for you, I can always preface everything. I don't want people getting butthurt. If they work for you, rock them Levi's. If they show you junk, your butt, cool, good on you. What do we got here? Nike? Nike's one company that could do anything, and their stock never goes down. They can get away with bloody murder. But, as I always say, voting with your dollars, people are doing that now, and they're finding out how effective that is. Anheuser-Busch will probably never recover. They will probably never, ever recover from their debacle. And I don't think Target's going to have an easy time with it either. But we'll see. Tuckables for children. Alright, how long we got? I've never had, I've seen those. Captain Dave, I've seen those, but I've never gotten me a pair. I gotta try those. I don't think they sell them anywhere around here. I'd have to look. Like, I bought so much nice clothes, believe it or not, in South Dakota and in northern Texas when I passed through. I bought so much nice quality clothes that I still have to this day to satisfy my inner cowboy. That elk is pounding Jack Daniels? Yeah, trucks. Yeah, no kidding. I bought all my my horse blankets from truck stops in Texas. Like $10 a piece for like $100 wool blankets if you bought it in a tack store. Let's chill for a second. What is that? 50 cent? Yeah, that elk knows how to get down. Well, see, people have limits, like, when it comes to, for some reason, when it comes to Nike, everyone's like, yeah, F them, they did this and that and the other thing, and then it's like, but I like their shoes. They're kind of comfortable. But when it comes to, like, beer, you just grab another one, okay, F this one, I'm going to drink Coors, for whatever. There's alternatives. Nike people, there's a little more brand loyalty going on there. Asics are the freaking best. That's what I'm wearing right now. Asics make the best. I wish they'd make like those convention shoes. I would freaking love that. Woo. What do we got? 5 minutes? Oh, look at me at 5 minutes on this. Let's go people watching. Asics are the best. Let's look at fish. Got any bass in here? Oh, there's no bass in there. Maybe they got peacock bass. No, not even. Look at that triggerfish. You have to move it. You good? Let's see the rest of the fishes. Oh, they got where's the school of judgmental fish? I think they're in there somewhere. Coughs. That. What's in here? This is Nike, right? Should I go in there? No. In protest, I am not. What am I protesting with them? They did something. There goes the one that killed that Steven whatever dude. Crikey, dude. You got messed up by that guy right there. What? Oh, there go Jaws. What's those like judgmentally looking fish? I don't see none of them. They haven't made the rounds over here. I had a saltwater aquarium for like a year. And then I put a UV filter on that was supposed to keep the thing super clear. And the water was like, the water was good. The water was actually, oh, those parrotfish are cool. The water was actually good, but the freaking UV filter cleaned it out so much, it drained a 90-gallon tank. And it was on the second floor. Oh, the damage that caused. That was freaking horrendous. Killed all my live coral and everything. Yeah, it sucked. What up, Jaws? What's some other dudes? That was an expensive hobby back then. Almost a fight at the Knights game? In the stands, or well, there's some of the judgmental fish there. Look at them, they're so judgmental. It's like, hey, Bror Fredrik. Look, he's judging me. Look at him. He's like, hey, Bror Fredrik. Oh, I see him. What's he got bubbles in his eyes for? Looks like my neighbors. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I'm just gonna walk in front of all these people because I'm awesome. I want to make sure it's wide enough. That's what my neighbors sound like, Laren. They're all like, hey, Bror Fredrik, stop playing that biggie at 3 in the morning.
Behold, the story of Atlantis will show you truth. Atlas, king of Atlantis, is your guide. Listen to him speak of his city's ruin. His kingdom was destroyed by foolish pride.
I once faced a decision which destroyed my precious land. Our magic crystal, source of our strength, was brutally...
Captain Dave, I'm like catching every other word, like it's in a foreign language.
Behold our crystal.
Not even YT's algorithm can figure that out.
From my children, I must choose a successor. But power has seduced them. I have lost command. They misuse our magic crystal. They destroy our precious land. Anaya, daughter of water, rules the ocean and the rain. Douglas, son of fire, wields the fury of war flame. I call on them now, Anaya, grace us. With an angry trident, she stabs the tank, coaxing waves to dance. Her eyes...
I should put her in a red dress.
Her head is dust and gold from the ocean's floor.
Dear Father, I deserve your throne. Choose me. I crush deserts like a ticking sky. I put out fires with the wink of my eye. Come up from where you hide. Try to survive the life of this pie.
Atlantis waits to rest.
Be still, woman.
These fingers are made of flint. His eyes are the color of flame. His heart burns on ambrosia oil.
Hail, Father. Choose me to inherit the throne. My fire conquers the darkest night and kisses each day with brilliant light. Poor, poor sister. Your precious ice is melting.
Nice whip.
Your force is a weak friend. I count this wound from this edge. I will get to understand.
Stop this evil plague. Cease this mad war. I beg you, my children, destroy no more.
Give him mother. Before you fade to nothing.
Poor liar. Your strength deceives you. My fire angers your water.
Dang. Whoa.
Alaya, stop this madness.
I ripped this beam from the sun and laced it with Hades' breath.
I seize the windstorms. Fighting with death pursuit.
Ha! Your water turns to mist in the sky's belly. Surrender! I will smother your sea creatures.
I will drown your star.
Silence. Our magic crystal suffers under your brutal attacks. Hear me, children. Cease this madness.
He's like, shut up, you two brats.
Good people of Rome, I put the choice in your hands. Choose the heir to my throne and cease this foolish fight. Or we find this precious land, robbed of day and starry night. Congress or Alaya, please cut me choose. Speak up proud. Raise your voices if Alaya should be queen.
Your votes are useless. Soon you will see this mighty kingdom will
The election is rigged.
Now all out, if Congress should be king.
If you dare, and I'll put my nose in my hair. Please, what a pity. It seems they chose me over you.
not deceive yourself. They voted that I should be king.
Oh, great gods, forgive me. My children poisoned this kingdom with greed. It is a cold, black day for Atlantis, indeed. It's too late to halt this evil war, and so the gods shall settle the score.
Oh, that's settled. Look at all the people that showed up. Why don't people, like, walk close to
Not
stuff?
before you collapse to my fire and steam. I'll burn your liar, and then I will be king.
Dude's kind of an asshole.
This ambitious fight and see you great on this land. The rest of this earth is my duty to save, so I'm forced to send Atlantis to its watery grave. The sun and the sea in one swift beat shall finish this war with water and heat.
Pterodactyl. It's kind of amazing that they fire off the flame like that high. The ceiling's a little discolored right there. It's kind of cool. Now go play Buffalo. These people are enthralled. You know what that actually reminds me of? I just thought about it. How am I going to get through? See, now I'm going to have a problem getting through. Cut this way, cut that way. It reminds me of I'm Mr. Heat Miser. He's Mr. Snow. Dun, 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 dun. Right? I'm Mr. 100 Degrees, and he's Mr. 30 Below. The Heat Miser song? Doesn't that remind me of that? That was fun. Yeah, I couldn't understand. I understood some of it. Like the asshole brother, you could hear everything he's saying. But Queen What's-Her-Face, I don't know what she was saying at all. I need an interpreter. Are you talking about butter? Oh, popcorn? Yeah. That's what I feel like having. That's weird. I'm gonna go home, make some popcorn, melt some butter, and throw some Cajun spice and a little garlic salt on it. That sounds good. The knockoff sunglasses. But who knows the difference, you know? You can go for some chocolate, too. Yeah, I didn't make any dinner for tonight. I usually try to make it, like, over the course of the day. I didn't make nothing. I am hungry. I gotta go hit up El Super. Go get all my produce and my chicken and my meat. Wish I could take you in there, but there's no connection in there whatsoever. That's a fun place to hang out. The Daywalker, what's going on? Long time no see. Dark chocolate, of course. I have some at home. I have some dark chocolate with sea salt, dark chocolate with mint pieces. I don't have any with peppermint. That's too early in the season. And Jim West sent me some dark chocolate with chili that I've been holding on to. Saving it for like a special occasion. I don't know what that occasion's gonna be, but I don't know. Like Friday. Wonder how long they've been together. Like 50 years, that's awesome. Let's see how loud this music is. It's probably ridiculous. Really? Sugar-free? Wow, that's interesting. Oh, I know where I'm going. Oh, someone like littered in my spot. Bastards. The music is so ridiculously loud in Caesars today. Woo! Whoa! 300 people on that is absolutely awesome. We're for 2 hours? Wow, that was a quick 2 hours. That went fast.
All right, people. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go do my thing. I got a ton of stuff to do. I do have that like minor oral surgery first thing in the morning, but I will do a live stream tomorrow. But the only way you're gonna find out is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to find out when that's gonna be. As well as my other 5 live streams every week. And if you want to support the channel, some super thanks afterwards would be cool. Thank you to everyone who super chatted tonight. Most appreciated. And again, like I've been saying, Father's Day, links in the description down there. Go check them all out. You'll find something for the man in your life with a coupon and a discount and all that other stuff. But you were here with me and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I love you guys. And I like all the good nights too. That's awesome. You are very, very welcome. Oh, that sounds mango ice cream. You know what I made? I made peach ice cream. I took a can of peaches and I put it in the blender thing, and then I put it in the freezer, and then I put it in with some heavy cream and some 2% milk, and then I sweetened it with a little sugar, not too much, and the juice from the peaches, and it came out freaking fantastic. So I made my own peach ice cream. So I'm gonna scarf on that. I'm gonna use a piece of chocolate as a spoon for my peach ice cream. How's that sound? Sounds good for my belly. I love you guys. I miss you guys already. I'll see you tomorrow. And on that note,